Folks, Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video. And as you know, we are live and talking about the healing journey and how powerful it is when you become healed. But don't forget, folks, while you are here, like and subscribe, comment down below. It really helps out the video a lot and it helps me out a lot. Helps out my channel a lot when you like and subscribe. So, just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, all right? So, healing journey, talking about healing ourselves. And a good portion of us, we are some unhealed people. And that's the reason I believe for a lot of the chaos we are facing right now, we are facing a lot of difficulties, a lot of problems. Because we are not healed. And when we go out into the world to interact with other people, we can see it comes out in a way where it's hurtful to us and to other people as well. And these people don't deserve to be treated the way how we treat them when we are unhealed. All right. So we need to take a look at that. Take that into consideration, and get on the healing journey and heal ourselves. So I understand a lot of people do not know what to do. Most people do not know how to heal, and it's sad. All right. So healing yourself should be your top priority. Okay. I should say one of your top priorities. Not when you are not healed, you are going to see how you attract more people into your life who are not healed themselves. And that's good because that's a reflection of you. And you can take it as um, a negative, or you can look at it positively saying because without those unhealed people show up in your life, you cannot understand what's going on internally with yourself. And that's when you sit down and you start to reflect and you start looking back at yourself and be like, I see the reason why I attract this particular situation here because I wasn't healed and I didn't take the time out to heal myself, and I attract more of what I'm like. You cannot get away from that. Don't believe that you can be unhealed and attract healed people. Not gonna happen. Okay? The universe doesn't work that way. And we have to abide by these spiritual laws that governs the universe. You wanna believe, you know, in spirituality or not. It doesn't matter. All these laws that, natural laws they call them. For instance, like the laws of gravity. It doesn't matter. Let's say there's a child somewhere out there lingering and around and walk off the edge of a cliff. Gravity is not gonna stop for the child because it's a child and because it is ignorant of the laws of gravity. Nope, that child is gonna go right down there and hit the ground. That's just what's gonna happen, right? Natural laws, they are set and they are fixed, and we have to learn how to work with them. All right, Sandy, how is it going? Right? So it's going to happen that way, folks. So when you heal yourself, you will attract people who are healed themselves. So as you see my title, get on the healing journey. All right. And this is something that I went out to do myself, and I think I am successful to a large degree at it because I take the time out to put in the necessary work that needed to be done. and you need to be committed to this journey. This is not something that you can put off. Well, you can, but the longer you put it off, the more headache comes your way. And you wanted to clean up the mess, clean up the headache. I don't care who gives you the mess. It doesn't matter anymore. That mess is there to stay if you don't remove it. A lot of us, we create, a lot of us got a lot of mess within our early days. And that's exactly, um, you know, what happened to me and a lot more people. We got a lot of mess in our early youth, in our youth, not understanding what was going on. We were around people who weren't being honest, and they manipulate us, and they just lied to us the whole time. And then later on, you realize that you were led down the wrong road, and the stuff that they say, and you look back and you're like, my God, these people weren't being honest at all. They were lying, right? And then when you look at certain people and you look at their behaviors, and you realize that these people are just worthless, and they have no intention of creating a better life for themselves. Okay, so this is how, you know I sat down, I took the time out and take out my pen and my paper, and I wrote out, how these programming that I received in those early days, how they led me down, down the wrong path. What the hell's going on, Sayed Ali? Um, so this is what I want you guys to, that's why I want you guys to get on the healing journey and start doing the work. How something that helps me a lot, and I know a lot of people might not want to go down that road, but you probably should. Running, that's like a therapy for me. I cannot go without it, and I do my best to put in some running every single day. Um, Over the past year, like, I went really strong on healing myself, like, pretty much like full time, trying, working on healing myself. And running has helped me tremendously on that journey. Yay! No filter, boss. Waka lang. Right? So, all right. All right, sir. Yeah, man, me good, man. That's nothing, man. Waka lang pa for your side, eh. So like I said, a year ago, I went, I start becoming more committed, more serious about healing myself, because I realized that there were a lot of, things happening in my life which I didn't like, and I understand. Right, right on, family. So yeah, and I realized that, I don't think my life was the way how I wanted it. And I realized there were a lot of pain there, and I need to fix what was going on with me, and I need to close up some of those wounds. And we a lot of us are walking around with these open wounds, and we're not being honest with ourselves about closing up these wounds. And it's our job to fix it. I don't care what age, whatever happens to you. Now you are left with it, and it's up to you now. It's your turn to make the change, to fix it. All right? So, running has helped me tremendously. Like, even this evening, I got out for a nice little run this evening. I said I'm going to do 3 miles, end up doing 5 miles, because it's just becoming so, so healthy for me. So I highly recommend you guys try run a couple of blocks and see how that's, see how you feel about it. But yeah, get into running. Running really helps with the healing. All right. And something else. Uh, what the hell are you saying? So getting on the healing journey, it can be challenging in the beginning, especially when you do not know how to heal yourself. All right. Jess, what's going on, Jess? Right. So in the beginning, it might be difficult because you probably do not know how to, you know, reduce that tension that's going on up here, the anger, lots of stress, lots of tension in your mind, and lots of resentment towards how you were treated in the past. And it's true, some of it has nothing to do with you, some of it does, but none of that matters right now. What matters is you're gonna take matters in your own hand and start to walk on the healing path. It's a beautiful thing when you can go to bed happy and wake up happy. I did not know that was something I was going to be able to do. Not in my lifetime. I couldn't believe it. I succeeded in doing that because I got on the healing path and I just don't get off. And I've been on the healing path for a year and 3 months now. When I got seriously committed to the journey. All right. Right. So I seriously recommend, or I highly recommend, you decide to close up some of those wounds. Yes, it is hard. It's not particularly easy when you are trying to do it by yourself. We're gonna have to reduce the hate and the bitterness because being so hateful, it doesn't it doesn't really hurt the other person. It hurts us more because we're the ones who are living with the hate. So resentment is something that you're gonna have to wash away as much of it as you possibly can. The little that's left over after you wash most of it away, I want you to pay attention to it when it comes in. When that image comes into your mind, you can start feeling the pain right away. I want you to spend some time to deal with it, okay? And you need to tell that image to get out, remove that old image. You know, tell that old image to be removed. So remove that old image and bring you some fresh new images. We cannot live in the past and expect to be happy. It's just the past is one of the worst place to live in. One of the reasons for that is we do not memorize the good things. We typically memorize the bad things because the bad stuff that happens to us lingers longer, right? They don't go away. The good stuff that happens to you, boop, they gone. They don't stick around because you probably would be happy with them or not. But the bad stuff now doesn't go away. It stays with you for a long time throughout your life until you get serious about washing out some of those, resentment from out of your system. Okay. So, like I said, running is something that helps me a lot to heal. Now, the next thing that helps me is get into the gym, get into shape, get fit, stay fit, get healthy, stay healthy. I start working on my physique. I start feeling better, whole lot better. I have been in the in the gym now for over a year now. I've been going to the gym every single day. Tired or not, I'm going down there. Some days I do more than some, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go there still. All right? Running, same thing. Some days I'm tired, don't wanna run. I get up and I go run because I understand that this is how I am going to stay on the healing path. Until I'm healed up properly, then I probably could take some days off then. But as for now, not doing it. I'm going to go out there and put in the work every single darn day until I start feeling a certain type of joy. That means the pain has left fully gone, and then But until then, I am going to be showing up out there, putting in the work. The third thing, the third thing that contribute enormously to my healing journey, to my healing, is the mind exercises. This is how you remove a lot of the old memory that lodges up here. That's how you remove them, by doing the mind exercises. So this is when the best time to do this. You wake up early in the morning. Don't forget, folks, while you are here, to like and subscribe and comment down below. Appreciate y'all for being here. Wake up a little early, and I want you to start doing these mind practices. Start working on the mind. That's part of the healing process. That's part of the healing journey. You're gonna have to use repetition. It's over and over and over and over, and this is how you wash away the old stuff and replace it with some new fresh information, better images, makes more happier thoughts come to you, more healthier thoughts comes in. All right, so get into the mind exercises. All right, now when I say mind exercises, there are certain types of materials that I use specifically to do these repetitions. I do not know what works for you. Thank you very much, Harmeet Singh. I do not know what works for you, but I can tell you what I use, and it will work for you too, because the materials that I study, practice, and I use for my reps. Six things I do. Six things that I use day in, day out. I use prayers, positive affirmations, prosperity affirmations, quotes, personal development, and gratitude. Now, let's say I have some downtime, like 5 minutes, and I'm by myself. I will go off and go sit down, and I will just repeat these things. The things that I memorize, I'll just go sit down and just repeat them. This is daily work, and you have to do this. Must be done a couple times a day. I would say at least 3 times a day. You need to get into the practice, into the habit of putting the repetition, because we are trying to wash away the old trauma here, clean it up. That mess that they left us there, I don't care who left us, or our parents, our guardians, whoever the hell it was, it doesn't matter anymore. What matters now is you clean up the mess, because this is your job now to clean that mess up. All right, and I want you to get into the habit of being grateful, gratitude. I want you to get into the habit of saying thank you. This is not particularly easy, because the first thing your mind is going to go to are what's in front of you right now, all the horrible things that's in front of you right now, all the bad things, the hurt, the pain. That is exactly what your mind is going to be paying attention to. So I want you to do some things here. I want you to let go of everything that is causing you pain, headache, troubles, worries, problems, anything. anything that's bringing that's bringing you stress, release them, let it go. That's one way how to let go and release some of the anger. Look at it and see if the thing is benefiting you in any way, shape, or form. If it's not benefiting you, release it. Let it go. It's not your duty to fix everybody else's problem. So, if the problem is not something that, you know, if it's not your problem, then release it, let it go. You don't have to you don't have to deal with it, right? So, now, when you release that, maybe the environment where you are in is not healthy. Okay? This is when you're going to have to make that decision to go off and go be by yourself for a little bit. When you healed up yourself, then you can always go back and go be, in those environment again. Right? But as for now, you need some time by yourself and you need to heal up and you need to wash away a lot of that trauma, the hatred, the resentment, the bitterness. It's holding you back. It's impeding you in so many different ways. I remember one day I was in the store and was talking to this guy, and he said anger has kept him back for years. And that's exactly how I felt about my life too. That anger has kept me back for all these years, not understanding how to deal with it. I realized I was angry, not for anything really present, but most of the anger was it was stuff that happens to me in the past that I was angry about. Yeah. And I work my way through it and I figure out how to remove a large portion of that anger from out of my life. When you start living anger free. What's up, Justice Young? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here. So I have to, get serious about cleaning up the anger, the mess, the resentment. I have to, the trauma. I have to get serious about cleaning that stuff up. Remove a large portion of it because I do not want to live in bitterness, wallow in bitterness. I don't want to. It's not my, you know, I do not want to go to bed angry and wake up angry. All right. These days I go to bed happy and I wake up happy. I'm far more peaceful now than I have ever been in my entire life. Once I started doing these works. Yes, we should. We should do some. We should do some push-ups live. Uh, so I am here, folks, to tell you that if you don't heal yourself, you're gonna stuck where you are for a very long time, and you're gonna get more of those people come into your life, unhealed people. And I feel sorry for those people who, who haven't healed themselves. All right. The thing is, one of the main reasons why I think you should heal yourself is because it's not fair to those people who hasn't done you anything. At some point, you might done something to hurt those people because you are gonna be going off of, living from your anger towards people who hasn't done you anything. All right. And we don't want to go out and go hurt people who hasn't hurt us. I mean, who hasn't done us anything. So this is why you are gonna have to deal with that problem, the anger problem, which I think it's coming from because you are not healed. That's the reason why this anger lingers there and it's not going away. It's sticking around for a long time. I don't know, you might be 25, 35, 45, 55, and that thing is still there. All right. And it's your job to move it, to remove it. Okay. How did it get there? It get there. You have something bad happened to you once, you have another one. So let's say this happens to you every 2 years, and it started out when you were 20 years old. So by the time you are 40, there's a series of things happen to you there, which makes you feel a certain amount of resentment. Life keeps on throwing you these curveballs, and you are trying to become better. Every time you step forward, you goes back, because the programming, you know, is keeping you where you at, until you break through, and you finally get get your head out, get your head up, your head your head above the water, and start to breathe. Until then, that those programs are going to suppress you, keep you down where you are, and happiness is something that you will never experience. It's your duty to be happy, or it's your duty to make yourself happy. Nobody is going to make you happy. It's not gonna happen. All right. People are gonna bring chaos and more drama into your life more than anything else. You gonna have to heal yourself, so that way you can naturally move away from those people, without, you don't have to encounter any of that, um you know mess that they are going to bring into your life. You can easily walk around those potholes that they set up there for you. All right. And that is what I want you guys to pay attention to. Look at the people who you're bringing into your life. Look at them. They are no much different from you. They are just like you. And we have to be honest about that. We can't just go around blaming everybody for everything. We're going to have to become responsible. Take responsibility of how our lives, how we are living our lives. It's our fault, folks. We are responsible for it. All right. These people are just a mirror of us, and they are bringing every single thing that we do not want into our lives. Right. So, don't forget, folks, while you lovely people are here, to like and subscribe and comment down below. Appreciate y'all for being here. So it's your job now, right? What's the okay? Talk about, right? So right now, I want you to get on the healing path, get on the healing journey. There are some things you can start doing right now. You can figure out something that works for you. I found some things that worked for that works for me, and it is still working for me right now. Like I said, this is everyday grind. I'm on the healing path, the healing journey. Every single day, I get up and I go out there and I do the work, even when I do not want to. It's hard work, all right, a lot of times, because, like I said, the three things that I use to to heal myself, like when I come back from a long run, it feels so good. It's therapeutic. It's therapy for me. Okay. Exercise, fitness, lift weights, push-ups, pull-ups, that stuff add so much, that creates so much energy, higher energy. I'm not, my head is not down, my head is up, and I feel strong, and I feel energetic, and I am vibrating at a higher frequency. So these are the things that helps me. And mind exercises. You must get into mind exercises day in, day out. This is something you're gonna have to do. Nobody's gonna do it for you. And hybrid fitness plus mind exercises heals you. And don't forget, let go of the stuff that doesn't, let go of the stuff that brings you pain. Let them go. It's causing you pain. Release it and let it go. All right. You can always come back to it later on, but for right now, Let that thing go. Kick it out. Bye. Right? All right then, folks. That was a wonderful session, and this is the on the healing journey, the healing path. Don't forget, folks, to like and subscribe, comment down below, and put in the work to heal yourself. Get away from the resentment, the bitterness, the anger, the hatred, the old trauma. Whatever is holding you back, impedes you, keeps you down, prevents you from moving forward. I want you to pay attention to that. Let go of certain things. Just let them go. Move into a new environment if you have to. You know, and decide you are going to heal yourself. Get on a healing path. I want you to go to bed happy and wake up happy. I want you to walk around with as little anger as possible. Anger must go. Anger is nothing. Anger is one of the worst things I think. It hurts you more than anything else. All right. So this is why now, right now, these days, when those images flash into my mind from the past, from past hurts, I sat down for a little while and I tell that old image to get out. Remove that old image. Create some fresh, brand new images. And this is when goes along with the practice. When you practice, we are creating a new life, a new future. This takes time. It takes a lot of work. This is why we're gonna have to do this day in, day out until we are successful at it. Okay? Alright, folks. Ryan here with a new video. Looking forward to see you soon in a brand new video. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.